Welcome back to Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. Before the break, Brian had just briefed the Nomads on today's task, the Goat Challenge.
The challenge begins now.
The Nomads have been split in 5 groups. Each consists of 2 Nomads. In this challenge, 5 goats have been marked and left to roam in this field. They are required to identify a marked goat within the fastest time possible. Owasalo Chok is a Turkana herdsman who is an expert in the slaughtering, skinning and roasting of meat the traditional Turkana way. He will be the judge for today's challenge. It seems like a hard task as this field has hundreds of goats and sheep roaming here. After a careful search, Mr. Taita Taveta, Aminiel Mcharo, and former flight attendant Beatrice Njoki identify the first marked goat. They immediately grab the goat and begin to walk with it as fast as they can. The goat seems rather confused and reluctant to walk, but Beatrice and Aminiel push on.
The goat challenge was not an easy one, because it included speed and I'm not the fastest. And thanks God I was paired up with Prezo Marcus. Apparently we were position 1 when we got the goat first.
The Nomads have to first take the goat to Lochok for inspection. He will then confirm whether it's the right goat or not.
You're the first ones to arrive.
Yeah,
There you go, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can go to the truck.
Aminiel and Beatrice are the first to arrive and he gives them the go-ahead. They've completed the task in 8 minutes and 38 seconds. Coming in second is the tag team of fitness trainer Ibrahim Kamara and volleyball player Jane Washu. They carry the goat together, but after some time they realize that the strategy is slowing them down. Ibrahim quickly grabs the goat, places it on his back and runs. Their clock stops at 8 minutes and 59 seconds.
Nomads, you're the second to arrive.
Yeah, you go, sir.
You go, sir?
Yeah.
You can take it to the truck.
Ah, go down! Hurrah! Coming in the third spot is rugby player Daniel Otieno and security expert Pascal Omondi, who finished in 9 minutes and 21 seconds.
You can take it to the truck.
They're closely followed in fourth by student Brian Chege and artist Damaris Nailante or Naila in 10 minutes and 11 seconds.
You're fourth to arrive. Go, sir. Take it to the truck.
Sabina and procurement officer Rehema Rashid are having a torrid time. They can't find the last available goat. They even go ahead and catch the wrong goat. They seem to doubt their decision, and after some minutes of debating, they realize that indeed they have captured the wrong goat. Finally, they have it right. The goat is inspected by Lochok and they are good to go.
You're the last to arrive.
Yeah, you go, sir.
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
All the best in the next part.
Their time of 16 minutes and 40 seconds is the longest time taken in this challenge. Will they redeem themselves or will they be doomed in this challenge? With all the goats loaded on the truck, the nomads are ready to head back to base camp. It is here that the host will give them their next set of instructions. After capturing the goat, they are now required to slaughter the goat, skin it, and finally roast the meat. As the nomads are not experts in slaughtering, Owasalochok will instruct the nomads on how it's done. He, however, will not do it for them. They will have to pay keen attention to his instructions.
Owasalochok is here with us. He will go around to help you wherever you're stuck. He's an expert in this. If you have a problem, he'll be here to help you. But remember, this is a challenge, and eventually, but 2 people will be going home tonight. Get your cutting tools, and let's get on with the challenge.
The second part of the challenge begins. Each team finds their space. Cutting tools will be key in this challenge. Sabina Anyango and Rehema, who were the last to find their goat, sharpen their knife first. But just before they begin, an argument ensues.
Listen. Wait, listen.
Cut on talking, man.
We have to communicate. Wacha kubishana. We have to communicate.
Siwachilie basi niende kama unatoa nini? Mimi sipani, kwenda unapani.
I actually didn't choose Sabrina. We were just standing next to each other. So we saw guys were coupling up and guys were first to move and couple up. So I was just next to Sabina and I was like, then you'll be my teammate, because I saw guys running across and picking each other. It's like they had an earlier agreement or something, how they are going to team up. So I said, there's no weaker or stronger person as long as you believe in yourself. So I said, I'll pick the person who is next to me. That will be my partner for today's challenge.
We were running for the goat, like I was behind. But you know, like my partner, she's my friend, but now I had already started calculating if we come to that point where we are competing against each other. Because even now coming to the second challenge, I just had to pull back and let her be the star, because she did not want to listen to anything I was telling her. It was just a hard thing to work with her, but I just said I'll just try to handle her differently, because the last week we had something and I said, okay, let me try and handle her another way, so that for the benefit of us both, because I kept telling her, stop losing heart, you can still recover, you know, there's always somehow in these competitions a way for you to recover.
They eventually agree and Rehema slaughters the goat while Sabina holds its legs. Team Nyla and Brian prepare to slaughter their goat as well. Nyla sharpens her panga and then has a brief conversation with the goat before it's finally slaughtered.
Thank you.
He actually did very well. When it came down to cutting it up and all that, I did a lot. But he's a very good guy. I think I've made a friend from him. We've been paired up in a lot of challenges, and I don't want to say that he's not that strong, but I was doing a lot of work, especially after we came here.
It was hard because now, you know, animals are animals. So when they see you, they start running and zinachanganyikana na hizi zingine. So it's a bit hard even to locate the one that you had already seen. So that was a really big challenge. And then coming back, the second challenge was like to do as instructed. And that was like slaying the goat. It was a bit hard because I wanted to do it my way, but then the colleague I was working with wanted to do it her own way, the way like she has been taught. So it was not like we were in an argument, but there was this back and forth that we need to slow each other down.
Daniel and Pascal elect to tie their goats to a tree. As they prepare some water to sharpen their knives, they don't seem scared at all as they untie the goat and slaughter it. For hygienic purposes, Lochok advises the nomads to ensure the meat does not touch the sand.
I have also that human face whereby I feel pity for animals, you know. I don't like seeing the animal being, because I imagine now if it was me being whatever, hanging like that, how do I feel? Because even the goat was looking at me and, you know, the way it looks at you and just says, where? Maniua. Yeah? So, I really felt it, by the way. I'm sure it will give me some nightmares at night.
Hey, today, no filter. I hate it. I hate how I feel. The experience, in retrospect, I can tell I will say so many wise things about. But I hate how I feel. I hate how I smell. I hate how... Do you know I blacked out today? Guys in the bus were telling me I literally went unconscious. I didn't even know. Get into the bus with our goats. Smelly little things. Decide to drop their poop all over the place. What in the heck? Fine, all right, let's do this. It's a challenge. Challenge accepted, let's go.
The process of slaughtering for Ibrahim Kamara and Jane Washu is no different from the other nomads. They tie their goats to a tree as they prepare to sharpen their knife. They then tie the legs and begin to slaughter.
Sijai chinja anything, hata kuku. Ama hata kuku hapo ikichinjwa. So ni first time kuona mtu akiiua, kuibeba, kukimbia nayo. At first venye walisema unafaa usprint kufikia hiyo mbuzi, niliangalia distance, nikasema okay. Hata kama mimi usprint, hiyo place ni far. Alafu tena utafute mbuzi urudi nayo. Na ilifika moment nikakohoa sana juu sijakimbia for long. Though mwenye partner wangu na yeye si wa ku give up, tukasaidiana.
Really the hardest challenge I've ever done in my entire life. It was very, 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 very hard. Yeah, and I ended up being really fatigued all through. But it was okay because I made it second, which was a tough call. I saw Pascal and Daniel behind me, and I was carrying the goat alone as Washu was quite far away, who was my teammate, and it ended up okay.
Ameniel Mcharo and Beatrice are off to a good start. They were the first to find their goat. Will they maintain and emerge as winners in this challenge? Ameniel and Beatrice are a bit different in their preparations. They decide to have everything ready, including their charcoal. Once they are done with their preparation, they then proceed to slaughter the goat. Skinning should be done within a few hours of slaughtering as the skin peels off easily. The knife must be sharp as well. The nomads don't seem to be having a hard time with this. They carefully follow Lochok's instructions and begin to skin the goat. For some like Pascal and Daniel, they choose to start with the leg. For others, the process begins from the neck down. Skinning is not an easy process. It requires full attention. Team Daniel and Pascal seem to be having a challenge as Daniel cuts his finger as he tries to skin the goat.
Yeah.
Dr. Tatua, however, runs to his rescue and attends to his finger. Within no time, he's good to go, and he does not let this stop him from the challenge.
I went back for it. We started, you know, the slaughtering, the skinning and whatnot. Halfway through the skinning, I sliced my finger in slow motion. I'm still trying to get over that. I remember Pascal telling me, stop, 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 and I just delayed reaction. So I don't know what's happened. I think that rest day tomorrow is going to be well used. But yes, I'm definitely frustrated. I'm definitely frustrated.
Team Nyla and Tay seem to be having a good time. Nyla, as she likes to be called, is a Maasai. and is definitely not having it rough, as this process seems all too familiar for her.
Don't you know I am a master, my bro?
Being a goat is not entirely new. So at home, I always have my dad or my brother or male people doing this, and I just help out. So I had a bit of an idea about how to go. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a piece of cake, especially running after the goats, because the temperature was completely hot. It was incredibly hot. But it was good. It was good. Challenging, yes, but not too much.
With the skinning done, the goat is split in half and the internal organs removed. It is important to remove the internal organs of the goat, as they may contain waste products. However, these internal organs can also be cleaned and cooked separately. The nomads then hang the skinned goats to a tree. This will aid in the drying process for it to avoid getting dirty. Don't go away. Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads edition, will be right back.